My name is Donald Wright. I just turned the big 50. When I think about just where we are in the country when as it relates to race, I am disheartened, discouraged, mainly because I just think about the hard work that just my parents, my mom's generation, that they did to get us to a place that I thought we were at. But as it turns out, it just seems like we're just taking so many steps backwards. She has just a fascinating story of just growing up in the Fifth Ward in Houston. She grew up in a time when, as a kid, like there were restrooms for colored. There was a separate place in department stores where, the colored people ate. When she went to college, she remembers riding on the back of the bus, and it's discouraging to kind of just see where we are right now. It was either a year or 2 years ago. I was having some work done in my house, and I went to my car to get something out of my center console. And this lady was walking past my house while I was in my car, and she just didn't really ask a question in a polite way. It was more just it was really just rude. She just kind of said, "Do you have business at this house?" And when she first said it, my back was turned to her because I was like, literally looking in my console. And so I kind of laughed as I was turning around because I assumed that it was a friend of mine. And when I turned around, it was someone that I didn't know. I didn't recognize this person. And I said, "Excuse me." And instead of saying, "Oh, I apologize," or whatever, she said the exact same thing in a more like just angry tone. "Do you have business at this house?" And so I just said to her, I said, "Yes, I have business at this house. I own this home. I'm in front of my own house." And just turned around, continued to do what I was doing. And she just kept walking down the street. There was no apology, no, "Oh, I'm sorry," no, none of that. I didn't recognize her. So there was a part of me that wanted to say, "Do you have business here?" It made me angry. And it took me to a place of just feeling like I didn't belong because of my skin color. Because I don't think that that's something that she would have asked someone if they were white. Act justly, love mercy, walk humbly with your God, love God and your neighbor as yourself. When I read that, and even, I read that and I think about the particular situation I just talked about, there's a part of it that it makes me angry. Like just thinking like, that situation, I feel like I was attacked because of the color of my skin. Why do I have to be nice to this person? And as angry as I am, even still now thinking about it, I'm called to extend grace. I'm called to love. I don't want to respond to someone else's hatred. I want to just dig deep, deal with my own stuff, and just figure out how I can just be different than she was in that situation. And that's honestly that's a hard thing for me to do, but because I believe in Jesus, that's just what I'm called to do, and that's what I want to try to do. I want to keep just digging deep in my own heart, trying to figure out the ways in which I'm being racist, the ways in which I'm like showing a bias or some prejudice and I want to encourage my friends do the same. And so I kind of want this to be a place where we can all come and have conversations and literally just kind of just figure out um, how we can love one another and just figure out how to move forward.